Welcome back to the Tax Free Millionaire Blueprint. On this channel, we break down financial lifestyles and we share how this can happen to people, or we share the lessons from celebrities and other people so you can learn these lessons and apply them in your own life. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you click the subscribe button and subscribe. So today we're talking about MC Hammer and how MC Hammer made millions of dollars in the entertainment business and then he lost it all. So we're going to talk about MC Hammer and how he made $70 million and then ended up broke. So, you ever wonder how someone can make $70 million and still end up broke? MC Hammer was one of the biggest stars in the world. He sold millions of albums. He had mansions, private jets, dozens of employees, luxury cars, and one of the most recognizable brands in the 1990s. Anything you were doing in the 1990s, you could remember Hammer being on the television or on some screen or hearing some of his music. But behind the fame and the success was a financial disaster that teaches one of the most important and biggest money lessons of all time. Because MC Hammer didn't just lose money, he lost through bad business decisions, overspending, and one of the biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs make, ignoring taxes and cash flow. Today, I'm going to break down exactly how MC Hammer made his fortune, what went wrong, and the powerful lessons that you can use to avoid making these mistakes yourself. So, the rise of MC Hammer. Before he became MC Hammer, Stanley Kirk Burrell grew up in Oakland, California. He became from humble beginnings and struggled financially growing up, but he had talent, charisma, and drive. In the late 1980s, early 1990s, MC Hammer exploded onto the music scene. His album, Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him, became one of the best selling rap albums ever. Then came his hit song, You Can't Touch This. Suddenly, MC Hammer was everywhere: TV commercials, music videos, concerts, merchandise, endorsements. He was everywhere. And at his peak, he was reportedly earning millions of dollars every single month. Some estimates say he made more than $30 million in one single year. And this is where things started to go wrong. MC Hammer business empire. A lot of people think MC Hammer was just spent money on jewelry and cars, but the truth is he tried to build an empire. He employed over 200 people. He financially supported friends, dancers, family, musicians, security, and staff. He built a massive mansion in California that reportedly cost more than $10 million. He had luxury cars, horses, a recording studio, and a huge payroll. Now, here's the key lesson. MC Hammer was making superstar money, but he was spending like the money would never stop. And this is one of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make. They confuse revenue with profit. Just because your business brings in money doesn't mean you're actually keeping money. If you make $1 million but spend $950,000, you are not rich. You are one bad month away from a disaster. MC Hammer built a lifestyle based on his highest income year instead of creating a system that could survive when income slowed down. So, the tax problem. Now we're talking about the tax problem. Now, because taxes are where a lot of high income people get into trouble. When MC Hammer's music career started slowing down, he still had a huge expense, but also he owed a lot of money in taxes. Like many entertainers and business owners, he reportedly didn't set enough money aside for taxes while his money was flowing in. And here's what happens when you make a lot of money quickly: you owe federal taxes, you owe state taxes, you owe self employment taxes. And if you're not planning properly, the tax bill can become massive. For example, if someone earns $1 million, they may actually owe $300,000 to $500,000 in taxes, depending on where they live and how they structure their business. But many people spend the money first and think about taxes later. That's exactly how people get trapped. MC Hammer eventually owed millions of dollars to the IRS. And once the IRS comes after you, penalties and interest start adding up fast. The longer you wait, the worse it gets. In 1996, MC Hammer filed for bankruptcy. He reportedly had over $13 million in debt. Imagine that. Someone who made tens of millions of dollars now drowning in debt. Why? Because he had too many expenses, not enough savings, poor cash flow, large tax bills, and a business model that depended on constant income. This is why cash flow matters more than appearances. You can look rich and still be broke. A lot of people today are making that same mistake. They buy luxury cars, designer clothes, and expensive homes before they could build a solid foundation. But real wealth is not what you show. Real wealth is what you keep. And you may hear me saying this on the channel a lot. The biggest business lessons that we can learn from MC Hammer. Lesson number 1: never spend based on your best month. If your business makes a lot of money in 1 month, don't assume it will always stay that way. Build a budget that works even if the income drops and slows down. Lesson number 2: always separate taxes from spending money. Every time you get paid, move part of your money into a separate tax account immediately. A good rule is to set aside 25% to 40% depending on your situation. Lesson number 3: build assets, not just expenses. MC Hammer spent a lot of money on liabilities. Cars lose value, luxury spending disappears. Instead, focus on things that can keep making you money: business, investments, real estate, digital products, intellectual property. Lesson number 4: you need a team. The more money you make, the more important it is to have a team. A tax professional, Randall Paralegal Services and Taxes. A bookkeeper, a business advisor, a financial planner, because making money is one skill, keeping money is another. So, what do we learn? MC's Hammer's story is not just about losing money. It's about what happens when success comes faster than financial education. So he made millions, but he didn't have the systems to keep it in place and protect it. And the truth is, a lot of people today are headed down that same exact path. Maybe you're starting a business. Maybe you're making more money than ever. Maybe you're finally getting opportunities. That's great. But don't just focus on making money. Focus on keeping it, focus on taxes, focus on cash flow, focus on building real wealth because you don't want to end up rich on the outside and broke behind the scenes. If you learned something from this video, make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment and share this with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. Thanks for watching.